What's going on, Button Mashers? I'm Mr. Gamer.
And this is Kitty Duvall.
And welcome to episode 3 of the SBRReports podcast with the Dream Daddy Drawing Disaster.
Wait, what was that?
That was my awesome alliteration. That's what it was.
But,
first off, we are going to have, first topic of business is a wonderful clip that I happened to stumble upon from the rightwingwatch.org. I realize that I may be going at the lowest of the lowest hanging fruit. I'm talking about possibly like 80-year-old man balls rubbing up against the ground sort of low here. Sorry, imagery. Y'all
can't see my face, but the face is the face of disgust.
Yeah. Thank goodness for podcasts, right? All right. But there was a video put on YouTube, Facebook, basically anywhere you Google Pastor Hagee, that's Hagee, and this pastor has very strong beliefs against gun violence. More importantly, more to the point, he has very strong opinions on outlawing video games, and he has a solution to the gun violence, and it is outlawing video games, because, that makes some fucking sense.
Oh boy.
I don't apologize for what I'm about to say, but I do not understand your backwards ass reasoning, because in this video, and I will make sure that the video is linked on my website, www.startbuttonreview.com. In the video, he states that something that can be done to combat against the gun violence is to outlaw video games. Now, I don't hear him saying, oh yes, it's the video games that make them violent, but that essentially it gives them the tools, it gives kids the blueprint and teaches them that what they do in video games is okay. Because, just like in any game, what you're doing in the video game is totally real to do in real life. Even in, let's just throw out the easiest example in Equestria here, Grand Theft Auto, because what you do in Grand Theft Auto totally isn't fucking punishable by anything, you nut.
You only get one wipeout, one wasted.
Like, seriously, once. If you shoot someone sees, you go to jail. You steal a car, you go to jail. Like, the game actually has consequences for your actions. And I don't understand the constant blame. Oh yes, it's video games. Can anyone tell me, show me, send me something where people are going after Hollywood in their movies?
They do.
They do? Can we see that? Can video games stop?
It doesn't sell.
Oh. Silly me. I should have known that. Forgive me for thinking that maybe if we were going to be throwing out the blame, then it would be nicely evened like the chocolate frosting on a cake and not thrown on there. What?
Really? This is America we're talking about. Things are only equal when you make them equal. And that's not happening. With opinions.
Well, yes, and I don't understand it. I really don't. It's just so constant. It's like, oh, something terrible happened. Let's go after the video games. But then the other side of my brain goes, but wait, it's clicks. People are hyped up and raging and angry, and I'm falling into it. But no, it's not the video games. It's not the video games. If you believe that it is, I would love to talk with you.
I mean, I would wonder why you're even listening to a podcast about a bunch of gamers because you hate video games so much.
But see, the thing is, but I can understand that because you wanted to have a difference of opinion. You want to see the other side, because personally, I would not mind looking at opponents of video games because I want to understand your side of the argument so I can crush it in my hands.
That's so edgy.
Yes.
Edge.
Big X, little x, Mr. X Gamer, big X, little x, big X, little x.
Look, it's just the Xbox X. Wait, hold on. I already messed it up. It's the Xbox One X. There we go.
X.
You can't see what he's doing. But yes, no, it's an old, tired argument. This is how people, because it's not, oh, maybe we do need more gun control. Or it's not, maybe we do need better laws to help people understand that guns aren't always the tools for murder, even though that's what they were created for. But I digress. That's my opinion. When people, first reaction is to blame a
form of media that you consent to taking in.
Okay, not gonna lie. Little Timmy probably got his big cousin Tyrone to buy that shit for him.
And it's not the video game's fault.
It's not. But remember, parents don't know how to... you know what? I don't want to even say that before I get, like, stampeded by a million moms.
I don't know if there's a mom. I don't know if there is moms. Is there moms against video games like there's moms against, like...
as 1 million moms. They're, like, pretty much against anything fun.
And oh, you know what? I'm not going to touch that with a 39.5-foot pole. So, in conclusion, Matthew Hagee, I understand your right to have this specific opinion. You can shove it so far up your hiney. And I say hiney, but you can shove it so far up there, good sir. So far. But, you know what? We're going to flip the script and go on to something a little bit more, well, it's not as, it's not as rage-inducing, but it's not as awesome as I thought it would be, and that's gonna be Splatoon 2.
That was your whole emotion.
It really was, because I started thinking about the game, and I was thinking how happy I was to get it started. And if you saw my wonderful / terrible attempt at trying to do a live stream without properly doing your settings, you can look at that video on my Twitch channel.
Oh, that was horrible.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm an IT professional, and I did not double check things.
Don't put that on your resume.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
But back to Splatoon 2. It's definitely, I gotta say, it's like 60% miss and only 40% hit. And I say that after enjoying Salmon Run. Like, I was able to play the game initially during the Nintendo Switch event months ago, and I loved it. And then they talked about the controllers and like the different neon controllers, and I'm like, I love it. And then they showed that really stupid fucking squid thing that they're gonna have you connect to. And I've already mentioned this on my Twitter, but...
and other forms of media, and almost everybody we met at Indie PopCon, and just pretty much anybody who will hear you gripe about it.
And I'm gonna say it again. Have they not heard of Discord? I'm sorry, but if you're going to make me use this voice app on this Nintendo Switch mobile app where I can connect all my things together and that could be all fine and dandy.
I'm gonna have to ask you to stop doing your Italian hands and like damn near hitting me in my face.
I'm sorry. I'm a very vocal person. I speak with my hands, okay? Bold decisions. Follow through. Anyway.
Ow, my boob.
If they want us to use this voice chat app to connect to people and play Salmon Run, because honestly, that's really the only thing I'm going to be doing on this game anyway. I'm not a PvP sort of person. Make it a whole lot easier for me because, and I've already written an article about this, look at it on my website. I am not going to be connecting headphones to my phone, which then have to connect into a squid sort of voice thing that will then connect to my Switch. Like that, all of that in itself, that's way too much. This is doing way too much for me to do voice anything when I can just go on my phone, pop on Discord, open up my own Discord server because, you know, it's free and easy. And then after that, send a text to whomever like, hey, I'm feeling pretty fishy. Let's go harvest some eggs or something like that.
Out of context, that sounds like a bad porno.
Sorry, that one was...
that's like a really bad hentai setting.
Okay, can we not?
That's what it sounds like.
We're just not going there.
Ow.
We're just not going there. But I've beaten 2 bosses in the story mode. I do think the story mode is fun so far. I feel like it's only a little padded, and that's only the completionist in me saying that because I want to complete story mode all the way through. And now with the addition of what's called Sheldon Quest, where essentially Sheldon will want you to test out a gun, you have a series of 4 guns that you can use to complete a level, which means that you'll be doing the same level 3 extra times, which I guess that's okay. You know, they kidnapped my favorite of the Squid Sisters, personally. I mean, I have them both in my office, but obviously the one on top is, you know, the best.
Honey, they don't know what your office looks like. And again, describing it right now makes it sound like a really bad hentai.
It's just not a hentai!
They have tentacles!
Because they're squids! Though they're not necessarily not kids.
Yeah, see, in this context, it sounds bad!
Oh my god. Okay. Alright, we're gonna end it there. So, I'm still gonna finish it. A review of it will still be up on the site. I still have to give it a 7 out of 10. Not much has changed. Salmon Run, my favorite part of the game, isn't available 24/7. I've been speaking with some people online and they're hoping that maybe it will be something that's available 24/7. To be honest, I really don't think that they will, only because if everything is about scheduled events that you do with your friends and they're pushing and promoting this mobile application, it would make sense that there would just happen to be one thing that you don't do 100, like you can do 24/7, like ranked battles and turf war. That's something that you're going to be able to always do. The only thing that changes in the multiplayer maps. But I right now, I don't feel like they will do that, but I could be completely wrong. I mean, Has Been Heroes changed and updated. Sweet Celestial, because that game was so fucking difficult. But it could. I'm not really holding my breath. I'm still going to finish story mode. I can't wait to hear the new music from the final boss. I've done a very good job about not having that spoiled for me. So I guess we'll see what happens. And we're going to be going to the more heated.
This is a very heated episode, by the way.
It is. Now,
what did we call it? The heated sandwich? Was this the different than a compliment?
Rage sandwich, because I'm
hold on.
Because I'm always going to be 100% with you button mashers. Mr. Gamer doesn't do anything half-assed. He goes full ass with it. So
let me just do this part.
All right, fine, go.
All right. So, disclaimer, as always, before we get into the heated discussion of the day, these are just our opinions and our thoughts. I am so upset I even have to say that, but given what happened in the past 3 days, 2 days, a day, I don't know.
Within the past week?
I feel like we do have to say that. Also, if you somehow get something that I am not saying, I don't know what to tell you, honestly. So let's just go right into it. Let's talk about daddies.
Yes, because no one ever has any issues with those.
Daddy, 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 daddy.
Yeah, she just did that. There's a game that I want to say sprung up on Steam called Dream Daddy, the dad dating simulator. It's a wonderful game. I definitely plan on getting that. And with any new thing that is popular, people are going to draw it. And more specifically speaking, people are going to draw their representation of the characters in the video games. Once again, this is an artist's representation of the video game. Let me repeat that one more time. This is the artist's interpretation of the characters of the video game. Now, there have been death threats to the artist of the video game. And I only remember hearing...
No, you said that wrong. Not the artist of the video game. So...
I'm sorry, the artist who drew the fan art?
Yes, okay. This is why I said let me do this, because...
Okay, I'm sorry, but it's just so fucking stupid!
Hey. It's my turn to rage. He raged on a pastor. Let me rage on Dream Daddies.
and I'm gonna go in.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, a Twitter user by the name of Onips, essentially, and you can just look this up, it's trending pretty hard, drew Genderbent fan art of the daddies. People lost their minds. I mean, I saw it in, I think my only gripe is that I didn't like how she, or they, I don't know their pronouns.
The artist
drew, Brian, the big guy, but that's because he's a big dude. Why does female Brian have big tits, but a rose quartz-esque body? But like, no big deal. Don't really care. Good art overall. No, what happened was people lost their shit when they realized Damien is a trans man in the game.
Okay.
So obviously this game that part has been spoiled for me because I haven't played this yet. And they felt that this was eraser, transphobic, etc., etc., etc. Because of that, because you're essentially turning a trans man back into a woman. Now, let me be quite frank. I get it. It's the same type of feeling I get when I see somebody turn one of the few dark-skinned black characters into a white bitch.
Okay. Hold on. I need you to explain that, because as someone who I don't play video games and see and or care about that. But so when I see threats over someone's,
see, the thing is that you're not letting me finish. Let me finish. I got you.
Okay.
I got you. Because the feelings I feel is just kind of like, oh my God, this ass, how fucking dare you? But what the fuck ever, I'm gonna go about my day. Because at the end of the day, I can't erase the art. The art is there. The internet is forever. I just, hope in the future they don't do it anymore. And and what I'm saying is like, I hear you guys. I get it. What I don't fucking understand is how y'all can go around singing around death threats. And I swear to fucking God, this pissed me off when I was on Twitter. It's like, yeah, death threats are bad, and I'm just like, are you being fucking serious? This is the whole Steven Universe thing all over again. When that young lady got fucking slammed for drawing a skinny rose or amethyst or what the fuck ever.
Because apparently that's just not the way you do it, and it's wrong. Because why?
Because reasons.
Reasons.
And it's like, what I don't fucking understand is that you guys go after this person because I fuck you not. Okay, I can't even say shit. I said fuck you not. More people are going to be drawing this. Attacking each and every one of them is tiring and a waste of energy. And you know what? I feel like it's a lot of the younger folks who think they're doing a good thing. No, you're not. No, the fuck you're not. All you're doing is looking like an ass and making everybody want to be on the other person's side.
Okay, and
I hate tone policing.
Okay, here's my standpoint, Miss Duvall. Everyone, every single person who made a threat, who did not like it, they have all right to not like it. But you little. Okay, alright, hashtag glasses off.
He actually just took his glasses off. This is amazing.
You little weak bitches. I would love for you to actually do any of the things that you threatened this artist with. You're telling me that you want the person to die because of art that they made. I want you to realize the statement that I just said. You want someone else's life to end because you did not like art. I only remember internationally in the not so distant past that an artist was killed for his interpretation of some, I'm going to say, important figure. I hope and pray on Kratos' bicep that is not the same logic and reasoning that you have to have here. Just because you don't like something, especially when it comes to someone's art, does not mean that the other person has to die or should die. And really, let's really take a look at this. So this was posted on Twitter. You got people within 140 fucking characters threatening this person. What the fuck are you actually gonna do? What are you actually gonna do?
Hey, Mr.
Seriously. No, I seriously want to know. What the fuck do you think you're actually gonna do? So what happens if you really see this person? What happens if random Twitter asshole handler here really sees this artist and you don't like the fact that they gender bent this specific cast of characters? What the fuck is your little weak ass gonna actually do?
Back from the mic.
Seriously. I don't even understand that. You don't like something, fine. That doesn't mean that you have to threaten the other person. And that goes with any opinion that isn't yours that you don't like. That does not mean that the other person has to be killed or anything like that. Do you
their
realize?
Person, their financial being, their well-being in general, their family. So here's the thing I am also going to say to address something you had said earlier. People game and indulge in media for different reasons. Just because it's not, like you said, just because it's not how you do it, it's how other people's do it. For me, it feels like when I saw Twin Tail, I told you, it made me ecstatic because I don't get to see that often.
Okay.
So I understand, it's like I said, it's not like I don't understand the frustrations, the offensive, how you guys were offended. And I'm talking to the ones who were offended but didn't do the death threats. Those are the ones I'm talking to. I hear you, and given everything that else happened in the country lately, I understand you're just gonna lash out at whatever. Just
because you're offended doesn't mean you're right. I'm sorry. I just can't let that go.
But I cannot condone the actions of the individuals who decided to drag this person to hell and back again, who apparently didn't even know, who didn't even know Damien was a trans man. To be fair, I didn't know Damien was a trans man. Apparently they just saw the art and decided to make fan art because they hadn't played the game yet. And they also said afterwards, it's like, well, you can always view Damien as, in this swap, as a trans woman. And as someone who is on the more non-binary aspect of life, and I know I don't speak for everybody, but what I don't understand is, like, for me at least, if Damien is trans, and in this gender swap, Damien becomes a trans woman, that makes sense because they don't change who they are. It's just literally, it's like a palette. It's just literally a swap. But I can still understand the violence that you feel behind it. I am being understanding. Don't give me that look. I can understand a lot of people felt some type of way about it. And that's cool. That's fine. Just, y'all, please. It's 3 days since this game been released. Y'all don't have to fucking drag every Joe Smo you see. We got a lot of other shit we need to do. And again, I am the last person that wants to tone police anybody, but I draw the line when someone is legit receiving death threats and then everybody's like, well, yeah, that sucks, but no buts, because if someone was doing that to you, it would insult you and hurt you that people are saying, yeah, it sucks, but, like, there's no buts.
I mean, I seriously just, it just makes it, I'm actually kind of smiling right now because when I really think about it, it's like, okay, so what's the artist supposed to do? Is the artist supposed to go back and draw it differently because you didn't like it? Or are you just sitting there like a little bitch on your ass with your thumbs, you know, typing in less than 140 characters how much you don't like something or how much the artist should kill themselves? Really? It's like, okay, they should change this, or what? It's bad, or what? What the fuck are you actually going to do? I don't care if you actually use your real name. I don't care if you use your real picture. Are you actually going to do anything about it? Or are you just getting mad and raging and just joining this little troll war? Because can you tell me the artist's name again?
Onips.
Onips. I wanted to let you know, Mr. Gamer, right here, you can call me motherfucking Phoenix Wright because I will defend your right to be able to draw this however it is that you want because it's yours. Not everyone has to like it. You know that you at least have 2 people who do like it. And please take happiness in the fact that all those people, it could be hundreds, it can be thousands, all those people who gave you those threats upon your life for something that you created with your own mind, eyes, and hands. Something awesome, might I add. That they didn't like it. They didn't like it. Boo fucking who? There's going to be a whole lot of shit in this world that you don't like. You don't get to just threaten everyone with you just don't get to threaten everyone who makes things that you don't like and think that it's okay. Free speech works both ways, Sugar Cube. Just because you say it doesn't mean I have to like it. And if anyone has any problem with anything that I am saying, my Twitter handle, my Facebook, I have many different ways for you to contact me if you have any problem with what I'm saying. You know what? I really think fan art of me as Phoenix Wright would look amazing. I would be a really good Phoenix Wright.
Someone's gonna really draw you.
I would really like that now. Like I think that would be great.
As your PR, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting.
Hold it.
No. Please no.
Yeah, this is all right, no. Man. I'm in a Phoenixy kind of mood. All right.
Y'all. Okay. I feel like this tangent has gone on pretty long enough.
I mean, honestly,
wrap it up and say, like I said, I don't know how many times I can say this as someone who understands how that shit matters. It's not like I don't understand, but you can't fight all the battles because then you're going to be way too weak for the war. And to be fair, this is important to you, but we got some bigger fish to fry right now. You can... Yeah,
because... I guess because I'm not on that same boat, none of any of this is okay. The fight.
Well, the thing is.
Well, hold on. The fight need to be represented. I can completely understand that. I do understand how that is important to whatever to whomever you belong to. Oh, I get that, but the whole battle and war thing or anything like that. That there shouldn't the idea that there needs to be one is terrible, but this focused attention on this artist because of this, when similar things have happened with someone who wanted to cosplay. Like, and we can't even get started in the cosplay world. Oh boy, we'd be here for a long time. But that's just not okay. Because if it's fine for one person to draw a cisgendered character, anything else, then it should be completely fine the other way around. And representation, though important, I know will not always be perfect. It is never okay to threaten someone's life over an opinion that isn't yours.
Oh, I was speaking more of the fact that given what has happened with our commander-in-chief and all that bullshit,
yeah, that weapon's great, Tomato.
I really feel like the reason this happens is because a lot of people's emotions are high. And then, of course, you have the trolls who like to join in and just send death threats because they're shit. But the point still stands. Don't do that shit. Because if someone did that to you, you would expect us all to stand behind you. So I'm standing behind Onips' right to do this. I don't particularly agree with it.
Phoenix Wright!
It's like, I don't have to agree with it, but it's like,
Who does it really hurt?
That's a great question to ask somebody, but I'm not full trans, so I can't answer that.
Okay, because...
I'm fat! I can answer that, and I personally, who can't speak for all fat people, don't care what people do. I didn't particularly care about how Brian was drawn as a woman, but, people like tits. Just like you didn't like how that person drew Doomfist.
I was trying not to talk. I was trying not to even.
But he has that person has a right to draw Doomfist for Tiggle Bitties.
Yeah, Tiggle Bitty.
Yeah, but see, that's the point.
Wait, but no.
People, my thing is that people can vent and curse and whatever. Just don't fucking threaten someone's life. That's it. I don't give a fuck what else you do because that person can block you. Don't fucking threaten their life. That makes you look like shit. That makes you look like an ass. And even if you're right, no one gives a fuck anymore.
Yeah, because I'm just gonna go back to doing. I'm just gonna go back to it. What are you actually even gonna do? Are you really gonna do it? Are you gonna try to find a person and kill them because over there are? Because then after that you go to jail, and when the explanation of to why you go to jail, of to why you have this felony charge on you, I didn't like what someone drew, so I killed them. You fucking idiot.
That's a mental institution right there.
Yeah, so we're not even. Yeah, no.
Even the computer is saying, y'all, you need to stop.
Okay, all right. Okay, so,
I tried to wrap this up.
I'm trying to too. It's just like, it's feelings, it's emotions, especially when it comes to video games. I just get hyped up. So, Onips, thank you for drawing that. I really liked it.
I mean, I could have took it or leave it, but that's my opinion.
Hey, and that's Miss Duval. And Miss Duval isn't threatening my life because we don't happen to share the exact same opinion about this thing.
No, I just threaten your life when you fart in the freaking recording room.
Okay, they didn't need to know that. Thank you. That we could have cut. We could have cut. But you had to put that in there. But you know what? Thank you very much for listening. I know this was maybe a little bit more.
Can we talk about ponies next week?
You know what? I'm pretty sure I could throw something in there. I will find some pony related something, but
Unicorn Island, Pony Island.
Oh, that.
But anyway, we're gonna
as we constantly attempt to do this. All right, then. Thank you very much for listening. I know this was a bit more of an erratic episode. I appreciate you for taking your time. Be sure to hit me up on social media, whether you like, disagree, if there are someone who wants to throw death threats at me.
Well, see, the thing is, if they do that, then I don't fuck with that. So
you know what? I ain't scared.
It's not even about being scared. I just don't fuck with that. That's just
I got nothing to worry about. I had nothing to worry about. So, with that being said, this is Mr. Gamer
and Miss Duval
signing off.